Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. And today I'd like to talk about the Western world, fuckers. The Western world and how it's doomed. And I just want to call on my own life there, you know. I've been through economic ups and downs. I'm a 42 this year, fuckers, 42. And I've seen my own share of troubles and good times. And I can remember, you know, we're going back to the early noughties, and things were starting to get prosperous. It was easy to get work. You could get into work very easily. There was a lot of opportunities. And fuckers, it's a very interesting situation because the economic bubble, GFC, hit, and the smoke and mirrors was revealed, and you fuckers got to see how the magic tricks were performed. And it wasn't fucking nice! And fuckers, it's really quite amazing. I live in the Western world and Australia, and we've got a new federal government, the Tony Abbott, the Abbott government, and in the space of 6 months, we've seen Australia lose its automotive industry with Ford, Holden and Toyota closing down their plants in the next couple of years. We're about to have our national carrier, Qantas. Qantas is on the verge of collapse. And it's a fucking nasty world. And the Abbott government, they're saying, look, free trade's the answer. Free trade, free trade. But how can the Western world compete against countries like China or Bangladesh? I'm talking about the labor rates. And, you know, it's an interesting thing. Slavery. Does slavery exist, fuckers? Does slavery exist? Sure, it no longer involves Negroes and big chains and wooden vessels. No need to bring the Negroes over. No, slavery exists. It's called financial slavery. And countries like Bangladesh, why is it that Bangladesh is the leading textile country for clothes in the world? Why is that? Bangladesh. Australia used to have woolen mills and cotton producers, and why is that so? Because they work fucking cheap. It's the lowest common denominator. Why is China the white goods capital of the world? Why are most electronic devices, including this fucking iPhone I'm recording this conversation on, why are they all made in China? Why? Lowest common denominator, fuckers. They will work the cheapest. And even services like call centers and customer support, that's all being sent out to the developing world, the Philippines, India. Whoever will do it the cheapest, they stand a chance at getting the contracts, fuckers. And it's basically the world we live in. All the world cares about is lowest common denominator. That's this free trade bullshit. Free trade! Yeah, that's right. We want to pay a Chinese worker $3 a day to do a job that a Western world worker would want $150 to $250 a day. And these fuckers, they will work long hours, long hours. Lowest common denominator. It's new type of slavery. And this is the world we live in. We no longer transport Negroes on wooden, leaky vessels with chains around their neck. No, that's dirty. You don't want to do that. But we have economic slavery, fuckers. And just ask yourself, why are all the clothes made in Bangladesh and China and places like that? Lowest common denominator, fuckers. And it's the way the Western world's going. This is the new Western world, fuckers. This is it. This is what's happened. And it's all a crock of shit. The corporates, all they care about is profit. I mean, they've sold us these lies. And it's a very interesting thing. People used to be very nationalistic. You know, you Americans there, you were very proud. You'd buy a car from Detroit, fuckers! You would buy American-made products. Well, fuckers, if you go to your local Walmart, most of the products are from China. If you go to your upmarket fashion boutique, most of the textiles are from developing nations or the third world. And Americans, you know, there is no loyalty. Companies will hire and fire you as soon as look at you. There's no value in people. They're just a consumer util to use until you can find a cheaper alternative. I mean, this is the corporate way, fuckers. And, you know, I think there's a huge shift. And patriotism. Well, how patriotic can you be if you can't even find a decent job in the Western world, fuckers? If the companies, they will stiff you. So, you know, I tell you this now. I say, you know, if there was a situation where you were called up to protect the rights of the free, well, fuckers, what does your country do for you? I mean, I'd like to call back John F. Kennedy. It's what you can do for your country. Yeah, but all the jobs have been outsourced, fuckers. All the jobs have been outsourced. Detroit doesn't make cars anymore. No. It's just an absolute shambles. This is the modern world, fuckers. And I was reading in the news.com, and it had an excellent story on youths, you know, early teens and 20s, people who don't have a job in Queensland. And it's kind of, you're going to have two classes of people, the people who have employment and the underclass. And that's what's happening in the Western world, because these fuckers, they could have gone into lower range jobs, manufacturing type jobs. Okay, it wasn't a great job, but at least it was employment. See, they don't exist anymore, fuckers. And our illegal alien workers in America, they do all the cleaning. If you wanted to, say you lost your job as a you know, a white collar secretary or something like that, well, you could go and clean hotels. No, the Mexicans have got that stitched up. They paying below minimum wage. And this is the reality that we're in here. This world is turning nasty, and it's all because we want cheap shit at the shops. That's the reason, fuckers. Don't ever forget it. It's cheap, lowest common denominator, and that's the problem with this world that we live in. And it's getting nasty. It's not improving, fuckers. So just keep that under your hat there, and in a couple years' time, you can tell Archie how right he was. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you fuckers think of this.